guys, this will probably be a long one. I've been MIA for almost a week now. Yeah, it's just definitely going to be a long one, so strap in. I really appreciate it if you did. I'd really appreciate it if you guys at least listened all the way through one time, because it would help my channel out, and my channel helps to pay for my medical and whatnot. Yeah, there's been a whole lot going on. If you guys are new to my channel, why is there dirt on my table? What is going on here? If you're new to my channel, I'm Adrian. Kiwi is over there preening his little feathers. This has been... Oh, I'm sorry. This has been the first time that I've been able to get out of bed since Wednesday of last week. It's currently Sunday, so I've been in bed almost unconscious since Wednesday evening. So 1, 2, 3, 4, for 5 days now. Running. Hold on. I made a list of things to talk about, so we're going to go in the order to the best way that I can. But we'll get to that later, down the road. How about that? First thing I do need to do is I need to apologize for missing Zach's birthday live, or at least I missed most of it. And his birthday live was actually taking place on Tuesday, and I was in the middle of dealing with a different situation, which I will also talk about. And now, one of my winners I have finally emailed back, with Mandy, that I did want to apologize. If you're watching, Mandy, I do apologize for making you wait this long before I could get you the coupon code to use in my Ravelry store for your free pattern. Now, I still don't have an email address for Lisa. She still hasn't emailed me. Lisa, if you happen to see this video, my email address is in the description box below. It is kiwiscrochetcorner@gmail.com. 1 second. Sorry, guys, that was my kids trying to get me to come downstairs to get some solid foods in me. But like I said, I have not received an email from Lisa. As soon as I do, I will get your coupon and the link where you can redeem it and whatnot to you. Zach, I am so sorry. I know I donated patterns, and then I don't know what the hell happened. I missed almost all of your live. So, what had happened was Monday, July 1st, my dadkin got here. He drove 13 hours from Missouri to come visit for like, I don't know, 9 days, something like that. I'll throw a picture of him on the screen if you like. So, we hung out with him on Monday. It was a good time. I felt fine. We ordered Pizza Hut. It was a good day. I think he was exhausted, but it was a good day. But Tuesday, one of my mom's rental properties, we had to go check on one of my mom's rental properties because the lease was up and the people were supposed to be out the very next day. She asked me to go with her, and I did. Y'all, this house was so nasty. I've never seen, I guess, nasty. And maybe I'll include some of the pictures of what of how they left this house. I mean, don't get me wrong, the house was not in top shape to begin with when they moved in, because it was still actually being remodeled. The deal was that they got a discount on the rent if they helped with the remodeling, which in hindsight is apparently not the way to do it. This guy was supposed to be a master plumber. Turns out his business went under a long time ago, and he's just been laying around letting his girlfriend, who works at the grocery store, try to make all the bills by herself. Which makes her stupid and him lazy, I think. But, you know, that's just my opinion. But I'll throw up some pictures of what this house looks like. But what really got me, like, they owe my mom back rent. They owe my mom back utilities. But these things are not what pissed me off. What really, really got under my skin is they abandoned 2 older, large-sized dogs. One of which we were advised was aggressive. There was no water, there was no food out there for these dogs. I immediately, as soon as they opened, I immediately called animal control. I had to leave a message. I called the animal shelter. I spoke to the animal shelter 3 times on Tuesday. We were there at 10 a.m. We did not leave that house until probably midnight, waiting on animal control to supposedly show up. Because when we finally got through to animal control, they said that they weren't comfortable coming to pick up the dogs because the owners said that they were going to relinquish them, and then we had it in text message that they didn't want the dogs, and animal control admitted that they called and said we don't want the dogs, but for some reason animal control still wouldn't come get the dogs. Well, we kind of thought that they were going to come back to the property in the middle of the night and break into the house, because they left a lot of stuff there too, a lot of personal items, items that should have been like sentimental. And my mom thought that they might try to break in. There's 2 huge sliding glass doors. She was afraid. She was afraid to leave. She seriously contemplated spending the night. But anyways, the animal situation, the dog situation, is what really, really irritated me. Now, Wednesday, I did not go with her. But I did, her, Casey, and my dad, Ken, and I went to check on her. When I called her and told her that we were on our way to come check on her, she had just got done crying because animal control couldn't get these dogs to come out from underneath the porch. They were emaciated, and they had started to get familiarized with my mom because she had been feeding them Subway sandwiches. So they would come to her thinking that she had food. And she had to go out there and help animal control get these dogs. Turns out one of them is 6 and one of them is 7. Both of their teeth are all busted off. And my mom sat and cried for a long time. She said that she did ask if the dogs were going to get euthanized, and she said the lady was very honest and said that most likely they would be euthanized because of their current health issues, being so emaciated, and one of them, has been called aggressive by its previous owners, spending the money to rehabilitate her versus, you know, giving a puppy the opportunity to be adopted, I can see why, you know, they would get euthanized. You know, all their shot records apparently are here in Grange. I don't know. I just know my mom spent a long time crying over these dogs. She said that it was like giving up her own dogs. The thing is we already have 4 dogs. 2 live with me, 2 live with her. You know, she's got Roscoe and Bogey. I have Cash and Credit. You know, which y'all don't see very often because I don't go downstairs very often. But, you know, it really messed with her. But once that situation was handled, we could then start focusing on cleanup of the house and start looking at what repairs needed to be done. And there's a lot of there's more repairs that need to be done now than there were when the supposed master plumber moved in. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Subflooring has to be replaced now because they were, oh God. It's such a long story that, you know, fixing a shower has now turned into ripping a toilet out. You know, replacing subflooring, ripping an entire shower completely out and redoing the whole thing because they were showering in there with no tile or backsplash or anything on the walls. It was just party board and insulation on the wall of the shower. Like, that's not gonna mold. And yeah. So there was that. So I think it was Thursday. No, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday because Wednesday, after we checked on my mom, we went and we got fireworks, and we went to Walmart, and I started getting this really, really bad headache. I just was not feeling very well. I didn't really know why. I just wasn't feeling very well. I was getting very, very easily irritated. And Casey didn't understand because she didn't understand that I wasn't feeling very well. Well, we get home. And Wednesday is the day that I have to take my semi-glutide shot. And Casey was in here with me while I was doing my shot, and this has never happened to me before. But, I was in the middle of taking the shot, like, plunging it into my stomach, and all of a sudden, I just started heaving and heaving. Like, I grabbed the trash can, I've got needle held in my belly, grabbing the trash can, like, grab the trash can, and I'm heaving into the trash can, and I'm like, Casey, move this table. Casey's trying to move the table back away from me, and I'm still trying to plunge this needle, because I can't stop now. So I finished the shot, throw it in the trash can real quick, carry the trash can with me to the bathroom, because I puked in the trash can the whole way there. And at that point, I'm sitting on the floor, and I'm in front of the toilet, and I usually expect at least a little bit of nausea with my semi-glutide shot. It usually happens. Not a big deal. I mean, I think that it's almost psychological now that I get the nausea and sometimes puking, just because I have vomited so much taking this hormone. I mean, it's made me vomit so much that I know, like, every Wednesday, like, okay, this is the day, we're gonna get nauseous, we're gonna get we're going to be messed up and we're going to be sitting on the bathroom floor all day. And I think it's just psychological now. The thought of taking the shot makes me nauseous. The smell of rubbing alcohol makes me nauseous. Certain hand sanitizers that smell that way. Gosh, I was in the ER today and she was doing all this stuff with the stuff and the smells, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna vomit. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so since Wednesday, what had happened is she was trying to help me clean up, and she felt my forehead, and she's like, Mom, you're really hot. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm sitting on the bathroom floor. She's trying to help, clean my hair, clean my face, and she's like, no, your forehead is really hot. So I take my temperature, and I'm running 103.9. Okay, well, now that I'm throwing up, now I have to try to figure out how to keep down medication for that. Well, that was not a success story at all. I'll tell you that. Not at all. So I'm sorry, guys. If you guys want to skip ahead, or I can even add chapters if y'all want to skip past whatever you want, or I'm trying to fill y'all in on where I've been for the last 5 days or longer. I don't know. Well, turns out I went to the ER today. Today is Sunday. I have a viral upper respiratory infection, which is what Benjamin had, because it's the same thing that Benjamin had a couple of weeks ago. The doctor told me that it could last anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 weeks. He said that I should just continue going as I am. NyQuil, DayQuil, switching off, bed rest, trying to stay hydrated, the whole thing with that, the hydration. It does not seem to matter how much I drink. Water, soda, tea, vitamin water, does not seem to matter what I drink or how many glasses, cups, what quantities. I am constantly dehydrated, and I stayed that way until this afternoon when they they gave me fluids at the hospital. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see like my lips have started to get chapped. They're not chapped. What it is I got dehydrated and they got like split or something, and then I started chewing on the little skin that was there until it was smooth, and now people are focused on my mouth, and that's super weird. Don't focus on my mouth. So yeah, that's definitely where that is. I've been very sick. My fever, so far, the highest it has been was, I think it was like 104.2, 104.6 is the highest that it's been. But I've been able to keep it down between like 100 and 103. And then this morning when I went to the hospital, they were able to drop it down to 99.5. And I've stayed at 100 since then. I haven't been able to get rid of it completely, but I don't think that it's going to go away completely, because that was the thing that brought me to the ER to begin with, is every time I would take medicine, yeah, it would drop. But it would never go completely away. And as soon as the medication would start to wear off, it would spike up really high again. And then he said something about viral syndrome, which is apparently a generalized term for a virus that affects a number of different aspects depending on what part of the body it's in. They put me on some medication to try to prevent it from becoming a lower respiratory infection. She said that would turn into something like pneumonia. So they did do that. I want to say that they put, I don't think it's antibiotics. I think they're really just treating me for symptoms. And they put me on something for the cough to try to help break up. I don't have a lot of phlegm in my chest. I don't have a lot of phlegm at all. Every now and then, I'll cough up some really gross looking stuff. But it's not a lot. The biggest thing that's bothering me is the fever. It keeps me in bed. It makes me sweaty and the cold sweats, and Benjamin he did not throw up. I was not able to have any solid foods until today. So I went 4 days without, about 4.5 days with no solid foods, just liquids. And most of those liquids were just plain water, and I was starting to get really weak. Because there's not much nutritional value in water or NyQuil. And it was getting to the point where it was hard for me to walk. I was getting muscle cramps in my legs, and it was painful and shaky for me to try to walk. And I can't help but to think that was because of the lack of nutrition. But I couldn't bring myself to keep anything down. The NyQuil and the meds that I was taking, the only way I was able to keep those down was because of the over-counter nausea medication that Mom bought. And that was certainly not working for solid foods. Now, they gave me Zofran today, and I don't know who needs to start prescribing me Zofran, but if you're out there and you hear this, you need to start prescribing me some Zofran, because that stuff is rocking, and I was able to eat all kinds of solid food. I had a cookie. I had a candy bar. And what else did and I had some macaroni and cheese today. And that is all I have eaten as far as solid foods for almost a week. I have lost 5 pounds in a week. It's not the best way to do it. No, not at all. But I like Zofran. It does its job. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Zofran. But hey, y'all want to hit me up? No, anyways, so for Casey's birthday, which I have a live scheduled for, her birthday is July 9th, which is a Tuesday. We were originally going to go to a water park called Splashway in Sheridan, Texas, but Hurricane Beryl is hitting like tomorrow, Tuesday-ish, so it's probably going to be raining. They were predicting flooding as far north of us as Waco. And Sheridan is about an hour north of us. So unfortunately, we had to cancel the water park trip. And because my dad Ken is on immune suppressants for his own medical, I'm probably not going to be able to spend much time with him for the rest of his visit. But hopefully the kids will get to spend some time with him. At least Casey, because she doesn't remember him. The last time she's seen him she was still a baby, and so she didn't remember what he looked like. They got to spend a couple of days together alone, just the two of them, going out and doing stuff. You know, they went to the ice cream store, and actually they went to Dairy Queen, but you know, it might as well be an ice cream store. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for Casey's birthday. I might just do, you know, let her open her gifts that she still has, because she still has at least 4 larger ones that she has to open, you know, aside from everything that I already did for her last month for her birthday. Because I love to celebrate birthdays, and I think that birthdays should be made like a big deal. Like that, everybody should make a big deal out of their birthday. And it really bugs me when people don't, or when people are like, oh, it's just another day. No, it's not another day. It's the day that you came into this world, and people should celebrate it with you. But that's just how I feel about birthdays. And I don't know, maybe others feel differently. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. Y'all let me know in the comments. I know some people think that the older you get, the more it doesn't matter. But for me, I think it's always going to be a thing. Like, you should be happy to celebrate your birthday. And those that love you should be happy to celebrate your birthday. Anyways, so, I'm thinking we're just going to do birthday presents, and then maybe she can come sit in on the live with me. I do go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, or at least I'm trying to make that my habit. I've noticed not very many people go live on Tuesdays, and I thought it was the best day that I could go live without stepping on people's toes. And initially, this whole video was supposed to be a pop-up live stream, and it was only supposed to include, you know, the ridiculous mess. It was just supposed to be the rental house issue, except then I got sick, and oh yeah, all of that. So I just decided to do a video. So I did miss Tuesday's live, this last Tuesday's live. That's why I was going to do a pop-up live. And I did miss Wednesday's live. Or Wednesday's, not Wednesday's live, Wednesday's WIP Wednesday. I missed my WIP Wednesday video this week. I'm going to throw up some pictures. The first one is of a bat. So this bat, and I'm talking about it, but I can't see it. This bat was actually not made for Scream Hollow. It was actually made for my dad, Ken, because he wanted it. And he said that he wanted some yellow eyes, and I told him I could do that, thinking that I had yellow eyes that were 24 millimeter. Well, guess what? I was wrong. And so I had to order some new eyes. I couldn't find any that were 24 millimeter. So I tried this new brand I found on Amazon. There's the brand. That is the brand name. And I've never used ones that have backings like this. This was the very first time that I've used backings like this. I know that I popped it in there hard enough. I even have a little tool to make sure that those backings are on as hard as you can get them, or as far as you can get them on there. Yes? You can come over here. Come on. Yeah, come on. Oh, okay. But I gave it to him, And then he set it down on the bed while we were talking, and he's got sciatica just like I do, and after a while he had to sit too, so he sat down in the corner of my bed, and he inadvertently sat down on the bat, and the eye popped off. And I thought, that should not have happened, because I've had a lot of safety eyes, and even the one that Kiwi chewed off of the pumpkin, like, it still took Kiwi like 10 minutes, and he's just like, you know, chewing away at it, you know. I've seen dogs chew safety eyes out of my amigurumi, which is, I mean, I don't appreciate having to watch, but, you know, once you gift an amigurumi to somebody else, like, it's not your place to be like, hey, don't let your dog eat it. But I've seen dogs have to actually, like, rip the yarn to get that safety eye out. So, you know, at first I was really excited to try this brand. They have a lot of pretty eyes, and they're affordable, but I'm going to have to use a couple of different tricks that I know of to kind of ensure that they stay in, like possibly taking a lighter and burning the back after that back piece is on and flattening it out just to make sure that it stays on there. Or maybe taking some super glue and putting some super glue around the edge of the washer before I push it down so that it glues it in place. Excuse me. I don't know. In the meantime, I'm going to try to figure out a way to push that eye back through the washer without damaging the stitches. It's going to be hard because I can't take it apart. You know, the ends are all woven in, and like it's completely done. If you guys have suggestions on how to try to fix that, let me know. Because right now we have it pushed in there, and it feels like it's in there firm, but I don't think it's in there firmly enough where, like, if it gets sat on, it's not going to pop right back off. I'm still trying to think of ways on how to fix this ridiculous bat. Now, the other things that I did get finished this week were I got 6 pumpkins finished. Yay! That's a total of 10 pumpkins for Scream Hollow, but they were all very quick projects, so no big deal on those. I think they all turn out super cute, and I think what I've decided is that for the rest of the time from now until Scream Hollow, I'm going to do bats and maybe a few larger projects. You know, like the witch. I'd like to finish up the witch. And the Baphomet that I had started last year, which I'm not even sure where it is right now. I think I want to work on some of those things after I get a little bit healthier. Because right now I haven't done any crocheting, like, at all. I don't have any projects that I've been working on or nothing. But I think that I am going to leave the pumpkins as something that I work on while I'm actually in the ticket booth, because they're quick, they're easy, you know, they're just an understuffed ball that has a nice little cute smiley face, and you know, maybe, you know, I can come up with different ways to give each of them personality. I'm always open to new ideas on what colors to make. I want to stick with fall colors though, just because I think fall colors would be best. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments. Wow, this video is like super long. I knew it was gonna be. I'm so sorry, guys. If you guys actually sat with me through this whole video and listened to me chat and carry on, I really appreciate it. It does my channel wonders. Like I said, my channel, most of my channel money goes to paying for medications, for my seizures, for my thyroid problems, and, you know, well, I don't have the money right now to pay for the medications that they gave me, so my dad's probably going to pay for it. But, you know, I can give him money to help with the water bill or something like that. That is what you guys' contributions to my channel typically goes to, unless I'm having a giveaway. If I'm having a giveaway, the money goes to a giveaway. You know, shipping and whatnot. And speaking of giveaways, yes, I'm still doing the bat giveaway. And if you're unfamiliar of what that is, it is a giveaway that has yarn. I haven't showed what is all in the giveaway, but everything else is bat themed. And for a chance to win, you have to go look in my community tab, and you have to go back and count how many bats that I have created for Scream Hollow only this year. From January 1st till December, mid-September, I'll probably do the drawing. And it's not even a drawing. What it is you guys keep track of how many bats that I have made in the updates that you will see in my community tab. And then I will make a video, eventually I'll make a video showing what's actually in the giveaway, as soon as I have collected everything that's going to be in it. Yes! And then, probably about mid-December, after Twisted Christmas at Scream Hollow. So it'll be after Twisted Christmas, just so y'all know. I will make a video, and I will need you guys to guess how many bats that I made for Scream Hollow. And the person that gets it right, or gets closest without going over, will be the winner. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that if you guys want to take part in that. It's a pretty big giveaway. It's got some pretty nifty stuff in it. You know, and if you like bats or Halloween and it's your thing, that's definitely your giveaway too. You know, I know a few people have steadily been keeping count with each update. I know a couple of y'all are planning on just scrolling back through the community tab and just counting how many. I don't know. If there are multiple people that guess right, what I will do is I will put the names in a, what do they call those? Spinning wheel thing? Or maybe I could do a race, something of that nature, because I do have like a zombie race thing. I think that would go well with it. And we'll pick a winner that way. You know, so I'll put all of the people that have guessed the right amount or the right number into the wheel or whatever, and pick the official winner that way. And also, just so you guys know, I haven't really announced this yet, but just so you guys know, this is going to be a US only giveaway. I cannot afford to ship a box that's this big. I can't ship it internationally. I'm not going to be able to afford it. So that's what's going on with the bat giveaway. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. It is probably, this video is probably like 40 minutes long at least. And it's 11 o'clock at night. And I need to go take some more medicine so that hopefully tomorrow I'll still be feeling well enough. I do want to sit and try to get some crochet done. This is the first time I've been able to get out of bed. I want to try to crochet something, but I think I'm going to try to crochet. I think I'm going to do like a baby blanket, something that's kind of mindless that I don't have to think about too much. I did buy that Hobby Lobby yarn to make some baby blankets to put in the shop. So yeah, I might do that. Anyways, guys, like I said, I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. Please leave me a comment in the comment section, even if it's just some emojis. It does help with the algorithm. And I hope that you guys stick around and hang out with me, even though there may not be a lot of content right now. I'm trying to get back into the flow of things. Hopefully, I can quit being sick. I'm not down with it. So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.